Hello, everyone, and welcome to another podcast with Bombay Management Association. And today we have a very special guest with us. It is none other than our very own president, Dr. Jaghmohan Singh Rishi. Thank you, sir, for being with us today.
Thank you, Brinda.
Sir, to begin this episode is a part of BMA's special President Edition. We would like to know your thoughts on this President Edition and what has made you launch such an edition.
Yeah, thank you very much, Brinda, for this podcast. And I must say, this edition, presidential edition, is a special edition for us. And it's a very inspiring and very personalized thing for me, particularly, because it is not about just bringing another edition. It is about recognizing the leadership who has really led BMA in the past. And they have led with their passion and their energies in the past and taken BMA to newer heights. And it is about sharing their capabilities, sharing their experiences, and of course, bringing personalized stories in this particular edition. And also, how BMA has transformed from a normal association to a performing, bubbling, and fully energetic association. That is what is being shared in this edition, and it what I see for most of the presidents have shared is culture building, transformation, leadership stories. So it is a very, very special moment for me. That's the reason I'm bringing this particular edition.
That's lovely, sir. Thank you. Sir, could you tell our listeners a little bit about yourself, your professional journey so far, and what you're currently leading or involved in?
Yeah, apart from the current role of BMA, I have been associated with the corporates like Pfizer, Walk Hard, USV at a very, very senior level in the leadership development, in learning and development, culture building. All those aspects I've been associated with. Currently, I am associated with Walk Hard as a global head learning and development. At the same time, I must share how this has evolved is that I started my career as a salesperson. And over a period of time, as I invested in myself, I saw that people are the most important aspect of any business. So I started investing in my development to develop people. So that is something my favorite lines are where the mind is without fear and the head is held high by Rabindranath Tagore. And that is what I created a mission to create 100,000 leaders like you, like Supriya, to who can make the real difference in this world. And that is something I am trying to bring more leaders in this world. And through BMA, through my coaching, through my leadership development, I am trying to bring these changes.
I think that's how a true leader talks about thinking about his people first and then himself. So, what inspired to choose your professional path, and how did your early career stage change your perspective on leadership?
It goes long back. My father was in army as a army officer, and I always intend to become an army officer. But unfortunately, because of my medical reasons, I could not clear the medical aspect of army. And I studied in military school, boarding school, and I have been trained to become an army officer. But unfortunately, I could not become. So I'm an army reject. But the leadership traits are there in me. So I first lesson I learned was from my father that however you may be senior, but if the person Subedar Major is there who is a junior to you, but in age he's senior to you, always give a respect to that person. So he used to always call him G karke, never used to look him down. So that's my first leadership lesson. I learned from him that respect the person in front of you. They will die for you. They will kill for you. And that is where my professional journey started also when I joined the first corporate. And I saw that it is, I think I covered this aspect earlier also, that if we invest in people, they will give back to you.
Yes.
And that is something which I started doing it. I moved into training from sales. And when I moved into training, I started conducting sales training programs, which was basically bringing clear cut, tangible sales, effectiveness kind of thing. But later on, I moved into people development, leadership development. And when the leadership development started happening, I started working on coaching the people. And I started working on leadership journeys like situation leadership and other aspects, and that brought sea change in the leaders whom I was training. At the same time, there was a performance increase, there was attrition reduction, and there was a culture building in the organization. That gave me a lot of boost, and that is what I keep on investing myself, how I can be a better people developer. You just need to be having a little common sense in the corporate world, and you can be successful in it.
That exactly proves that failure is just an excuse and not a reason to stop you from growing. Leadership often evolves through experience. How did your leadership style transform as you moved up the professional ladder?
Yeah, in fact, I also evolved, and I must say that training and mentoring, it definitely helps the young leaders. When I was promoted and brought to Bombay, the first thing what happened was I complained to HR that I'm very aggressive in my nature, whereas I used to think that I am a very democratic person. So I looked into myself and I got a feedback from my senior that maybe I was not aggressive, but my language, my tone was aggressive. So communication is not what you say, communication is something what others perceive, and same is leadership also. So that is what I brought the first change in myself, that I started becoming assertive, not aggressive, in my tone also. So initially I was an aggressive leader, an autocratic leader, then gradually I moved into a little balanced leader. I did not become a democratic leader, but I will say I became a situational leader. So if need is for autocracy, I will become autocratic leader. If need is for democracy, I will become democratic leader. So that is how it changed. The second change happened when, as a trainer, I used to conduct a lot of training programs. I used to think that trainings will bring lot of change, but training brings awareness in the people. It does not bring change. So second part was I became a coach. I became an internationally certified coach from ICF, from Marshall Goldsmith, and that is where when I saw that coaching is being done, that brings more balanced, at the same time visible changes in the people. And I believe that coaching style is the best style for me as a leader. Everybody, it differs for different people.
Yes, that's lovely. How did your journey with Bombay Management Association begin, and what motivated you to get actively involved in this association?
Yeah, it's a very interesting journey. Let me share with you. Although it started when my seniors prompted me to become a member of BMA, but as I became more involved, I participated in Digital Transformation Summit. I participated in Leader Next program. And as I was making the courses and I was interacting with the leaders of the past presidents, I was seeing that we are bringing sea change in the community itself. And that is something which is required today.
True.
I mean, this is a non-profit organization, and it is almost 75 years old organization, and this brought me that if I have to give back to society, what better platform can be than BMA?
Definitely.
People try to go to NGOs and other aspects. This is a great platform, and that is where we designed initiatives along with the leaders on Innothon, Leader Next, L&D and HR Summit, Salesforce Effectiveness Summit. So various initiatives were brought in, and the speakers and the past presidents, they are also brought on those platforms so that they can share their thoughts. And we create a platform for the high pots, and we bring in the World Economic Forum's key competencies. For example, we are changing the way, AI is changing the way we are operating nowadays. So we are giving a platform through which we create BMA growth forums, wherein we bring training program for the people who really need it. So that is there's a lot of work in BMA, and youngsters like you and Supriya and Kasturi, they can help us out and further. And I welcome many more leaders to come and join this journey.
It's truly inspiring the number of initiatives that Bombay Management Association does, and it truly shows that grab every opportunity you can. From being a part of this association to now leading it as a president, what has been the learning through this journey that you've got?
Yeah, in fact, it was the idea bulb happened right last week only, that whatever vision I have as a president and as a member, there was a key difference, that I may be having a vision to make leader next one of the signature programs, but at the same time I have to take my people along, my EC members, the vice president, secretary, and also the BMA members. If I do not share what is my vision with them, they will not know what is in store. For
Yeah.
example, in the general body meeting, when I shared the strategy of this year, we got rave reviews from
Yes.
everybody. People came forward, and people are coming forward to support us also. I mean, there are institutes like SP Jain, Simoji, who are coming forward and they want to become partners with us. At the same time, many corporates are coming forward, but that happens only if we share what we want. Like there's a saying in one of the movies that जब किसी चीज को शिद्दत से चाहो तो सारी कायनात आपको उसको मिलाने की साजिश करती है, वही चीज कर रहे हैं हम लोग.
I think so. That says it all. Communication is very important with your team. That's how your team will know what you want as a leader. As a president, what's the vision or the key focus area you've set for your term, and how do you plan on achieving those visions?
I think in the strategy meet, I rolled out the complete game plan for this year. Uh, Apart from the normal initiatives like HR and L&D Summit, Digital AI Summit, or awards which we have planned it accordingly, we are also focusing on the Leader Next program, which is going to be digitally enabled program and Innothon in a new avatar. But most importantly, I like to focus on some of the new initiatives which are bringing a lot of visibility to BMA. For example, Igniting Minds is our digital magazine,
Yes.
which is already in demand and members are asking for it, and this is something which all members can access. Second is the columnist, where they can write the articles, and of course the final word, which is a debate competition for the students and academic institutes. So these are some of the institutes these are some of the initiatives which are bringing lot of visibility apart from the normal initiatives. So now if you see our leaders in the committee, it's a mix of the experience and the youngsters. And most importantly, one big change we're going to bring here is we are going to have a very vibrant website which is going to be functional this year. So a lot of expectations. I hope I'm able to fulfill them before my term ends.
The number of projects that Bombay Management Association is going to do under your years sound wonderful, and there's definitely growth going to happen.
Yeah, one more thing I forgot to tell you is that considering these initiatives after launching, my expectation is that we won the best LMA award at IMA meet next year.
That'll be the greatest achievement. As the last question, and to end this podcast, as someone who's led across various industries and now currently leading an association, what's one lesson, advice, or principle you would like to share with emerging leaders?
This is a very, very important question. And from my own experience, at the same time, my learnings from the corporate world, there is one trait which all leaders should have, that is curiosity. And whichever level you are, be curious. Have a childlike intensity, not childish intensity. So you should be always curious, okay, why this has happened, why this is not happening. And second trait, if you become a leader and somebody who's who, be humble. You should be humble enough. At the same time, don't have controls in place. Don't try to control, especially in today's era with Gen Z coming up. Nobody likes control. And to give space to the people you're working, give your expectation, then of course give them space. So I will say that curiosity, humility, and of course respect, these are some of the traits you should always have as a leader, whichever level you are. Wish you all the best, Brenda.
The key words that Sir said are definitely something we all should remember. Thank you so much, Sir, for removing your time for this podcast and guiding our future leaders. Thank you.
Thank you. It's my pleasure, and wish you all the best once again.